Hey guys, in this training I'm going to show you how to set up taxes and apply those taxes to products. So the first step in setting up taxes is going to the taxing zones. So we're going to set up taxing zones first. So on this page you should see a zone name called Zone Default. We're not going to use that, we're actually going to use one for Add New. And this zone is going to be either the name of your county, city, town, state. On this training, I'm going to just use a state name. So after you click Save, this is where you're going to set and unset the countries, the states, anything that you're using for your taxing zone. So I'm going to move United States over to the Set column, and then I'm going to choose Colorado and move that over to the States column. Everything else I'm going to leave as default. If you had a specific city you wanted to add, you could add the name in here, or any postal codes, specific addresses, but in this training I'm just going to use a state. So I'm going to save the zone details. Now that the zone has been saved, now we're going to go into taxing system. This is where we're going to set up the taxing rates that apply to this state. So I clicked add new, so I'm just going to add non-food tax. Sometimes I put in the percentage up at the top so that way you know how much you're charging, 3.5%. And then I copy this same name into the tax display name. So this is what customers are going to see on invoices, on the front end, so that way they can see the percentage as well. Priority is usually set to 0. There are cases where you can set a different priority, but in most cases it's always going to be 0. Apply taxes to. This is generally you're going to use the discounted subtotal. So that way if you have any coupons, it's going to charge based on that discounted amount rather than the subtotal amount. So you click add and it adds up into this field. So other than that, everything else is going to be default. So I'm just going to click save. And then on this pop-up, you're just going to click yes. After you click save, this is where you're going to add in that rate. So we're going to add in 3.5%. This is where you're going to choose your zone that you just set up. So I'm going to choose Colorado. And then in this apply tax to, you're going to do the same thing with discounted subtotal. So I click add. So now this rate has been set up. So to apply this to products, you're going to search for your products. I don't think that I have a non-food item, so I'm just going to choose almonds. So if we scroll down, it's going to be below in the advanced options section. So now there's this section for taxes. This is where you're going to select the non-food tax and then click save. So that's how you set up taxes and apply those to products.